Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about awards and why they're important in middle school college planning. They're very important in high school college planning. Of course, as your four-year high school schedule, you should always be looking at different ways to earn awards or win awards and recognition. But in middle school, it's just as important because it sets the tone for the next 4 years. It also will look good on your resume if you can have some notable ones on your resume from middle school. That there's room for that. You can put that on there. Also, it would help that you could answer any essay questions in the future during your Common App or your application to colleges, that you would have that experience to be able to write with. Because to be honest, you're standing out among your peers when you do that, because your peers aren't necessarily seeking out awards in middle school. So why not let it be you? Why not let it be you that seeks out those awards and tries to win? So, like I said, they can go on the resume. There are different types of awards. There's local and there's national awards. My daughter won a local scholarship 3 years in a row. And the first year she entered into this essay contest, she's a fairly good writer. So at that point I was like, why not? I found it online and I was like, hey, would you be interested in doing this? And she's like, sure. And she tried it. And guys, she was the only one to apply and do the essay for the local chapter. And she won. She won because she's the only one. And the plus in that was that COVID was keeping a lot of the public school kids out of school, where they may have had that opportunity to write an essay for this particular chapter. But she won by default of being the only one. The next year she won. There were more people that entered the contest. And the third year she won. So she won that award 3 years in a row. And if you can't tell, I'm a little proud, you know? But she did this on her own the next 2 years. So it's not like I was pushing her to do anything. Obviously, I want to be very clear that I don't push my children to do anything that they're not willing to take on themselves. But just for being online and looking for a middle school scholarship, and you can Google that, Googling middle school scholarships, there's lists of scholarships that you can apply for or enter into a contest to win. If you're good at drawing, things like that. If you're good at writing, if you're good at music or gaming, or you have a interesting idea, all of those things are there. Also, that same chapter award that she won 3 years in a row, she placed in the district twice. And with those prizes, not only comes the recognition in front of her peers, but it also is entitled with some money. So she's won several $100s over the last 3 years participating in an essay contest. And that's going to her college fund. So it's starting that habit where she's constantly thinking and looking for new ways to get scholarship money and things like that. So any kind of recognition of service, leadership awards, anything like that, you should be seeking that out. Now, I will say that if it's like a Google contest, you're going to be entered in with thousands and thousands and thousands of people probably. Seek out the local contest, because that's what she did. And she really was able to get a foothold there and is encouraged even this year. The people who run that chapter have encouraged her to apply for the high school version of that essay contest as well. So she's got 4 more years that she could get that recognition as well as some money for college. So you're leaving things on the table when you don't search or you don't know about these things. And once you're in high school, of course, the high school puts it on their website, usually under their counseling tab, that these are the scholarships available. Why are you not taking advantage of them? We don't know, but here they are. We're going to put them out there for you. So if you're good in music, band, art, drama, you should be putting out performances that show that you're not only a leader, as we talked about last time, but they're award-winning. So have you won awards in singing? I grew up singing everywhere when I was young, and as I won those awards got on my resume. Even then, I had to have a resume. So that's important. You want to be able to establish that you are excellent in your craft, as well as you need to make sure that you're keeping track of each award. And that's put in our binder, like I had discussed earlier in these video series. If you are good in athletics, if you won Most Improved Player, that's an award. Keep track of it, write it down. If you're good scholastically, Director's Honor Roll, AB Honor Roll, even AB Honor Roll is something that is recognizable to schools. So why not just put that down in your binder as something that you've won? I don't know about you guys, but when my daughter doesn't get the Director's Honor Roll, it's a bad day. So we have a little bit of a perfectionist over here, and I try not to let her dwell on that too much, because we only ask what is, for her to give her best. But if she is in spelling bee or honor roll, Director's Honor Roll, whatever it is, we keep track of that, and so should you. So you keep track of those for middle school as well. You may not use all of those on a resume, but there might be one or two that are really big, and you want to use those on the resume when you go through your college planning. Now, big thing about awards. You're not always going to win them. Don't pick the easy ones, but do try to do your best to win the awards. Find the local ones. Those are the best ones to apply for or get in there and try to win. But you don't know what you don't know. So if you don't know if that particular organization is offering an award for a middle schooler, then you have no choice but you can't join. You can't put yourself out there and apply or do a performance or write something. So just keep that in mind. You need to be looking for these things, and I'm happy to help and steer you that way to certain things, but simply it's just a Google search. So, but this is great because it can get some confidence as well underneath your student before they head on to their four-year high school career. So I think that's it for this one. If you have any questions, ask me and let me know, and I'm happy to answer any questions. And I think next time we're going to start talking about my story. And that may do a couple of different videos take a different couple of videos on that, because it's kind of a lengthy process. But we'll at least start talking about it because the My Story part of your Common App or college planning, especially in high school, that is critical to what you do in order to be a good match for a school. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Let me know if you need anything, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.